welcome to Monterey Stadium here in Janesville, where tonight the Beloit Knights will take on the Oak Creek Knights in a WIAA state semifinal football game. I'm Scott Howard, joined alongside Scott Kalzinski. Scott, what are we looking at tonight?
Well, tonight the Beloit Memorial Knights come with a powerful fullback in John Dupuis. And the Knights, as usual, will be running smash mouth football up the middle.
All right, stay tuned, folks. It's going to be an incredible football game, probably the best of the season, here on Channel 20B. Okay, here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm Scott Howard, joined along Scott Kalzinski. Tonight, the Beloit Knights and the Oak Creek Knights are ready to do battle in a matchup to determine who will go to Camp Randall next week and play for the WIAA Division I State Championship. The Knights of Oak Creek are 12-0, and the Knights of Beloit are 11-1.
Most of the kids here haven't played in a game this big ever in their life.
This is a huge game here, and you can't imagine what's going through those players' minds out on the field. It is intense. The crowds are very much into it. The Beloit crowd seems to be a little bit larger than the Oak Creek crowd, but both seem equally loud right now, and that's going to play a big factor in tonight's game. Beloit has elected to receive the kickoff, and number 75, Mike Voltner, is set to kick off. And we are underway here in Beloit. And a bad kick, recovered by the Knights.
Oak Creek ball.
A huge play right off the bat. A huge play right off the bat. It bounced off the back of a Beloit Memorial player. And wow, Scott, when we were talking earlier, we talked about the keys to the game. We decided that the key to the Knights game was going to be early on. The Oak Creek Knights had to come out early and often to stop this Beloit Memorial team because we know they're going to be tough.
Yes, that's right, Scott. And you don't doubt it with Cook designing that play. He's all last week against Racine Horlick, thank you. They ran squib kicks the entire game.
So the Knights will start with the ball on Beloit Memorial's 46. Knights are led by Jason Augustinowitz and John Knoll in the backfield and quarterback Kevin Baker. Here's Baker up the middle to John Knoll. John Knoll's got a big game. Right off the bat, John Knoll. He's going all the way for a touchdown right off the bat. Yes! 46 yards to Pater. First play of the game. And wow, the Beloit Memorial crowd is stunned.
Outstanding. Oak Creek ended up kicking off the ball in the beginning of the game, but only 10 seconds into the game, it's Oak Creek Knights 6, Beloit Knights 0.
John Knoll has been incredible this season. He has done a lot of the dirty work. He showed his strength again on that play, Scott, bouncing off the tackler, going 46 yards for the touchdown.
Baker and Augie running the play fake on the play, and then they give to Augie for 46, like we mentioned. No, I'm sorry.
And the Knights going to kick the extra point. This is Voltner. The snap, the kick, it's partially blocked. No good.
So the Knights, Oak Creek Knights normally go for 2 in that situation, attempt the extra point, and it's blocked.
So 10 seconds into the game, the Knights have a 6-0 lead. And Voltner's going to get set to kick off right away again, Scott. Wow, what a play. Now we're going to get a look at Beloit's offense, perhaps, if they can recover the kick early on here. The Beloit Memorial team is led by fullback John Dupuis. We apologize for the camera work right now. We're having a little technical difficulty with our cameraman. Hopefully we'll be able to fix that for you. We apologize here. Voltner's set to kick it off. Here's Voltner to kick it off again. And this is a good kick. Taking it about the 8-yard line, fumbled by a Beloit Memorial player. He has a hard time picking it up, and then he gets back to around the 20-yard line or so. So Beloit Memorial looked shaky early on, Scott.
Absolutely. So as we mentioned, it's going to be important for Oak Creek to come out and score early, and they've certainly done that with only 10 seconds and scoring.
So here's a look at the Beloit Memorial defense, or offense. Brad Dement is the quarterback. Number 5 in motion. Here's the handoff. And a big gain early on. That's Dupuis. He's finally upended and he lands on his home.
So Dupuis not showing the breakaway speed, but absolutely showing the fact that he can break tackles.
So both teams look explosive offensively right off the bat, Scott.
It's going to be important for the Oak Creek defense to hold up in the first quarter.
Josh Pearson is the other tailback in the offense for Beloit, and he gets the call. Stumbles a little bit, tackled by Sprague. Another gain for Beloit. Knights got to stay strong defensively if they're going to have a chance in this game. The defense has been the key to them all season. Led by Jake Sprague, who had over 20 sacks. And Jared Goals is hobbling a little bit on the play, Scott, as you can see. He's in some pain. Goals is in pain, and they see it. And Goals is hobbling. Looks like an ankle.
Jared's a very important part of that defensive line.
A Division I recruit, being heavily recruited by Minnesota. And it looks like it might be a sprained ankle.
Mike Gaynor sent into the game for Jared Goes.
Gaynor, a junior. 2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line of Oak Creek. Here's the handoff. That play goes nowhere. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Martin Ferreira with the tackle on the play.
Nate Edwards was the ball carrier. Throwing up if I'm watching this at home. For a minute, we were going like this. 10 minutes and 28 seconds remain in the opening quarter. Here's Beloit back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's got some time over the middle. It's going to be close to a first down. I think they got a first down. Pass completed to number 89, Andy Brown. Dement had a lot of time to throw that ball, Scott.
Absolutely. Normally, Ken Zastrow will force the quarterback out of the pocket, but was picked up nicely.
He was picked up nicely by Dupuis on that play. Here's Dupuis, the ball carrier, right up the middle. He's alone.
He gained an extra 3 yards on that play after the initial hit. So it's 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line.
The Beloit crowd starting to get into the ball game. Timeout to the Knights. Double 3. Knights defense seems to be a little bit rattled.
Cook is not used to seeing his defense give up big plays after big plays like that.
You can bet that Coach Cook is giving it to his defense right now. Beloit looks effective on offense early. Dupuis pounding the ball up the middle. Other than that, they got the nice little pass to the tight end.
Is that 4 first downs on this drive?
That's 4 first downs for Beloit Memorial. On their opening drive, 10 minutes and 1 second remaining in the opening quarter. Beloit with the ball on Oak Creek's 26-yard line and a 1st and 10. If you're just joining us, the Knights of Oak Creek scored early on a John Noel 46-yard touchdown run. That was set up by Boltner's kickoff that hit a Beloit player, and the Knights, they hit him in the back. He was up on the front of the line, hit him in the back, and the Knights recovered.
Oak Creek Knights.
That is correct, the Oak Creek Knights. Both these teams' nickname is the Knights, making it difficult for us here. First and 10. Let's see if the Knights defense steps up. Here's Dupuis again. He's met by Chappelle, and Josh Chappelle does a nice job. A solo tackle by Chappelle.
He wrapped him up nicely in the backfield.
Talking with some of the players early in the week, they commented by saying they're going to have to gang tackle Dupuis. He is a load at 5'8", 205 pounds. Built very low to the ground. Number 88, Justin Broderick, split wide to the left. 2nd and 9 for Beloit. There's a handoff inside. He's got some money. Here's to the outside. Inside the 10-yard line is number 31, Josh Pearson. And Pearson comes up limping. So 2 key players going down early in this game. Jared Goles from Oak Creek and number 31, Justin Pearson for Beloit. Ryan Fullman, number 24, has checked in for Pearson. Beloit finding the holes early on. 1st and goal from the 9 for Beloit. Here's Dement, hands off to Dupuis. Dupuis,
Jeremy Carl's just getting run over on the play. He just stood there and waited for the Dupuis to come to him instead of going up and attacking Dupuis.
And the crowd likes it here. Beloit will go for the extra point. The kick is up and good. So with 9 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Beloit is out to a 7-6 lead. That That scoring drive lasted 2 minutes and 46 seconds for the Beloit Memorial Knights. Capped off by a Robert Dupuis 9-yard touchdown run.
So Weinhold and Video will be back deep to receive the kick.
Field position is going to be key in this ballgame.
Field position has been key in all the playoff games. It's helped Oak Creek win their first 3 playoff games.
Both these teams have won 3 games to get to this point, Scott. Beloit beat Mosquito 28-14, Milwaukee Tech 40-0, and last week, a close game, they defeated McGuineville 14-11. The Knights, on the other hand,
Oak Creek Knights.
the Oak Creek Knights, excuse me, have defeated Milwaukee Marshall 50-12, Milwaukee Hamilton 44-0, and Racine Horlick 58-22 last week. Dave McCree will kick it off to Vinny and Weinhold. Beloit fans getting into it now. Here's the kick. It's deep, and it's going to be BJ Vinny.
Play is blown dead.
Play is blown dead here.
Might have been a man offsides in the kickoff.
That's what I'm expecting. That's what we got. A false start on Beloit. So that'll push them back.
Well, this should definitely help the Oak Creek Knights in their cause to gain field position. Penalties will be key as well.
Crowd noise is going to play a huge role in tonight's game. Which Knights stand can be louder, the Beloit stands or the Oak Creek stands. That really gives the players an emotional backing. Both these teams want it bad. A trip to the big dance, Camp Randall. They'll face the winner of Marshfield and Sun Prairie. Here's McCree's kick. Going to be taken by Vinny. Vinny makes the catch at about the 25. Looking for a seam, he doesn't get much. He's out to about the 35-yard line. Return of about 10.
Once again, we're sorry for the problems with having our cameras. We're doing the best we can with our current situation. .8:57 remaining in the first quarter. The Knights on their second possession of the game.
Here's Baker, runs the option, pitches to Noah, and he fumbles it. Noah's hit late. Knights lose yardage on that play.
A little miscommunication between Baker and Nola on the option.
And then when I put it to another camera, it's going like this. Here's Baker, hands to Noel. Noel running tough up the middle, got a couple. They'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Knights. Ball on the 32-yard line of Oak Creek. 3rd and 13 here. Forward split wide to the right. Here's Baker. Back to pass. He's going deep for Antonowitz. Out of bounds and incomplete.
You'll notice that the Beloit Knights had 8 men up in the box and only 3 defensive backs. It was a good time for Oak Creek to attempt the pass, but he was well covered.
The Knights defense is going to have to make a stand here, Scott. 7:38 remaining in the first quarter. Martin Ferreira will kick off for the Knights of Oak Creek. Number 44, Matt Marquette is back to receive for Beloit. John Knoll comes onto the field late. It's a high snap. Ferreira rushed. It's a short punt. It takes a Oak Creek bounce. Falls down to about the 37. Beloit sends a big rush on Martin that time.
And in turn with that big rush on Martin, they'll start with excellent field position as he had to hurry the snap.
Here's Dupuy again. He is just running over people. Beloit has got the psychological edge right now, Scott.
Yeah. That's right.
Because they are continuing to run the Oak Creek Knights over. That'll bring up a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 4 for Beloit from the 43-yard line. Here's Dement inside. To the outside, number 24. Finally chased down. There's Ryan Taylor. First and 10 from the Oak Creek 36. Here's Dupuy again. Still on his feet. It is hard to bring this kid down. They never even officially brought him down. He remained on his feet that entire time.
Like you mentioned before, he's built so low to the ground. He keeps his feet moving, and it's hard to bring a guy like that down with taller players on the line like Jake Sprague and Jared Goes.
Knights are going to have to toughen up here. 2nd and 5, ball on the Oak Creek 32. Need a defensive stop here. Looked like a player might have been in motion before the play. Here's Dupuy pulling his way forward near a first down. I think he got another one. Jake Sprague was carried on the play by Dupuy.
So as the clock rolls past the 6-minute mark,
referees call a timeout for a measurement here.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Didn't quite get to the first down.
Did they get it? Nope.
Nope.
3rd and 1. Well, Oak Creek knows what's coming. Up the middle to Dupuy. Third and 1 from the 26. This is huge. Look for Zastrow to come right up the middle and at the linebacker spot along with Lipsky. Here's Dupuy, and he's met. He's met by Jake Sprague. Pending on the spot, he might be short.
Jake Sprague breaking through the line. He's had about enough, and he's taking this game into his own hands.
And another timeout by the officials. That's what this team needs. Someone needs to take charge out there for the Knights defense. They have got to get mentally tough. But no matter how prepared you are, it's going to be tough to bring down that Dupuy. They're short. It's 4th down. That's 4th down and 1.
They're going to go for it.
This is huge. When you talk about big plays in the game, Scott, you're going to come back to this play always. A 4th and 1, 4th and inches, we should call it. Beloit crowd on their feet. Oak Creek crowd on their feet. Here we go. 4th and 1. This could be the play of the game. Here's Marquette out to the outside. He's got the first down on the 2nd effort.
Looks like he just beat Chappelle to the corner and picked up the first down.
Huge play for Beloit. Time continues to tick down in the first quarter.
The score is 7-6, but up to this point, Beloit is just playing a better game. Their team just scouted Oak Creek better.
.5:06 remaining in the first quarter. Beloit's back to pass. They're going to test Jason Wiley, and it's dropped. Dropped by Fullman. He was wide open in the flat.
Nobody was covering that man. So a pass out into the flats to Ryan Fullman is dropped, and it brings up a 2nd and 10.
That was a huge play. Knights have to get tough against the run right here. Number 81, Pat O'Neill split wide to the left. Number 5, Nate Edwards to the right. Here's Dupuis up the middle. He's stuffed. Nice job by the Knights defense. That's what they have to start doing. Have to start breaking through the line of scrimmage, get to Dupuis before he can bust his legs through and make a move.
It seems that the Beloit Knights were spreading out the offense to spread out the defensive backs and maybe open up some more holes for Dupuis, but that doesn't seem to be a problem for him.
This is a big play, 3rd and 10. So if you stop him here, Beloit's probably going to have to settle for a field goal. Attempt anyway. That'd be a long field goal though. Here's Dement. He's back to pass. He's got a lot of time. Complete first down.
So a pass from Brad Dement to Nate Edwards takes the ball inside the 10-yard line at about the 9.
DJ Vinny made the tackle and had the coverage on the play. First and goal from the 8. Here's Marquis to the outside. Touchdown. A touchdown scored by number 24, Ryan Fullman of Beloit Memorial. Beloit scores from 8 yards out of the board as a 13-6 lead. There's the extra point attempt by David McCree. It's up, and it looks like he got it. .14-6 is the score.
4 minutes in the first quarter, and Beloit Memorial is up by 8.
Looking down on the Beloit sideline, Scott. They're confident early on. I see them dancing around and having a good old time. They're only up a touchdown in a 2-point conversion, so don't let it get away too early. But they're looking pretty cocky down there on the field. So let's see if the Knights Oak Creek can spoil this thing. A lot of game left, Scott. The Knights have been behind before and came back. Myself, Scott Howard, and Scott Kolzinski are now joined in the broadcast booth by our technical producer, Tom Stock, and he has a mic. Hello.
Good evening, everybody.
Tom, what's your outtake on the opening quarter thus far?
Well, I think the Knights have only been behind in one game, and that was the Beloit game. And that was against Burlington. And September, it's been a while since they found themselves down.
Meanwhile, DJ Vinny knocked down at around the 24. Bad starting position once again for the Knights.
Look for the inside handoff to Jason Augustinolis in this drive.
Augustinolis has yet to carry the football. Remaining in the first quarter. Here is Augustinolis, and he's hit. You got a couple. Maybe a pickup of 5. Need to smash the ball here.
And there's the play I was talking about, that inside handoff to Jason Augustinolis, where the offensive line needs to take over and move that defensive line and open up holes for Augustinolis.
Gain of 4 on the play.
They're also looking to wear down DePaz, who also is their nose guard.
Here's Mumphrey split wide to the right. Here's John Knoll to the outside. Nothing doing. That's going to bring up a third down for the Knights. They try to sweep to Knoll to the outside. Nothing doing on the play. He got 2. 3rd and 4. This is a big play. I believe, Tom, that Beloit has scored on both their offensive possessions.
Yes, they have scored both times.
From the 31. Here's Augustin Owens. He's through. He's got a first down for the Oak Creek Knights.
I think what is important for the Knights, the Oak Creek Knights, is not to panic. And I think that they are the type of team that has been coached not to panic. So,
very good observation there. I'm going to have to agree with this. So that'll be a first down and 10. For Oak Creek. With the ball on the 37-yard line. Here's the give to Augustin Owens to the other side. Nothing doing, he might have got a yard.
2:15 left in the first quarter. 14-6, Beloit.
Second and 7. Ball on the 40, 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Here's Augustin Owens breaking through. We got a flag on the play. I'm going to guess that it's a holding, and yes, it's going to be coming back.
Yep, that flag is in the area of holding. That's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Huge play.
It'll
the error there on whoever the hold was.
Repeat the second down.
That's going to back him up. We are coming to you from Monterey Park, which is in Janesville, home field of the Janesville Craig and Janesville Parker High Schools. And I'd like to thank Monty Phillips, athletic director at Janesville Craig High School, for letting us use their fine press box facilities. Well, guys, cookies, coffee, space heaters. We have to talk to Mr. Richmond about this, don't we?
I guess we will.
It beats freezing out in the stands like we did at Oak Creek at Franklin
Wow.
and Marshall.
While Mr. Stock is complaining, we have a 2nd and 17 for the Knights. All the way back on their own 30. Mumphrey split wide to the right. Beloit comes with a blitz. This is the give to Hedry. No, it's the Pomalewski play. Jake Sprague. And I think it's coming
There's
back
a flag on the play.
again. That is huge. Oh! Wow. Holding again.
Well, what Scott mentioned was the attempt of the Pomalewski where the center snaps to the quarterback drops it, the center covers over the ball, Sprague comes from the right tackle position and picks it up. Last game against Racine Horlick, it worked for about a 50, 60-yard touchdown.
Yes, it faked out all 3 of our camera people and the announcers and the director and everybody else.
But the holding's going to bring it back. It'll be 2nd and 17 once again. About a minute left. Oh,
Good time to go deep to Eddie.
2nd and 7. It's from the spot of the hold. Here's Baker to pass. He's run out and up. Over the middle of Hastings. No flag on the play.
Looks like there might have been incidental contact on the play.
Pass intended for Hastings. Both players, the offensive and the defensive receivers, have a right to the ball. Good, no flag on that play.
3rd and 7.
Costly 3rd and 7 from the 41 of Oak Creek. 52 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. It's been a long first quarter, gentlemen. But at least we're warm up here in the press box. The Beloit crowd wants to stop Oak Creek Knights on a first down. Here's Baker, the pass. Short hop to John Knoll. It looks like
He caught it.
He caught it.
Jason Augustinowicz's on the catch.
Gentlemen, from my perspective up here, the Oak Creek Knights just got a break. That pass hit the ground and John Knoll deflected it into his chest.
They're moving the chains.
and gentlemen,
Did that ball bounce off the
that
ground?
ball bounced off the ground. You can hear the Beloit fans. Guys, early on, referee's not looking too good. A couple of holding flags, they get a little flag happy, and then they miss an obvious call where the ball hits the ground.
But we'll take it. No one's gonna
49-yard
this
line for
week.
the Oak
It's a
Creek
first down
Knights.
for the Oak Creek Knights. And here's John Noel up the middle. We got a couple, maybe three.
Eddie Mumphrey has been working his cover guy to the sideline on each play. I would not be surprised if they run one of those out and ups.
That's what they ran earlier on the pass intended for Hastings, in which it was knocked down incomplete. Mumphrey ran his out and up. Baker opted to go to Hastings, who was open for a split second.
End of the first quarter, the score is 14-6. Beloit Memorial Knights over the Oak Creek Knights.
First half scoring summary. John Noel opened the scoring with a 46-yard touchdown run for the Knights. However, Scott, on Beloit's two possessions, they've scored touchdowns as well. John Dupuis running one in, and Ryan Fullman, the halfback who checked in for Josh Pearson, who got injured on the play. Jared Goals was injured earlier in the quarter, but he has checked back in, and that's what we see right now. 14-6 is your score.
When we come back into the second quarter, it'll still be Knights ball, 2nd and 7. They're driving, but this drive has been held back up by 2 holding penalties.
And also helped out, however, we got some help back when the refs missed an obvious call.
Could have been a misconduct.
Then again, we are not experts up here. We only see what we see on our monitor. Maybe we'll talk to John Noel later, and he will tell us that he actually did catch that ball. And if he did, that was a heck of a catch. Looks like he scooped it right off his shoelaces almost. And the reason I say it was incomplete because he like stuttered a little bit, almost as if he knew it was incomplete. Here's John Noel, upended, good gain. This is going to bring up a 3rd and 3, a carry of 4 yards on the play for John Noel.
Getting the wave going on the Oak Creek side.
Mumphrey split wide to the left, Nolan and Augustin Norwich along with fullback Besney Keidry in the backfield. Here's Baker, gives to Noel. John Noel, his knees down, he's going to be short. It's a 4th down. Interesting call here for Coach Cook and his staff. This is going to be a 4th and 1, I believe.
So at this point in the game, John Noel's carried the ball 7 times. Jason Augustino's only carried the ball 3 times. Normally,
The Oak Creek Knights are going for it. Jason Augustinowicz has got the first down. Nice job by Jason Augustinowicz, breaking through the Beloit line for a huge first down.
in that situation, you can almost guarantee the ball is going to be given to Besney Keidry or Jason Augustinowicz.
The competition is really fierce down on the field. You can sense it up here in the press box.
I think this is exactly what the Knights need. They need a nice, long, sustained offensive drive to help them shake off the cobwebs that are
On the defensive side.
on the defense. Give the defense time to get their head together.
That'll give the defense a really big boost. 1st and 10 from the 38. Here's Augustinowicz, a fake to the outside. Get to the outside, Jason, and he's got some room. He's inside the 5-yard line.
Nice run, nice blocking. They sealed off the inside pursuit. The outside pursuit gave Augustinowicz a nice lane to accelerate through.
That was a huge play.
And a pickup of about 35 on the
The
play.
best thing about it, gentlemen, no flag, no holding. First down inside the 5, the 3-yard line.
Augie now has, Jason Augustinowicz now has 48 yards on the day.
You get inside the red zone, you have got to score, especially in the playoffs, and that's what we're hoping to see right here from Oak Creek.
This is Jason Augustino's territory from the 3-yard line.
Ken Zastrow has checked into the game at tight end. Once in a while, they will throw a pass to him. Baker to Augustino, fighting his way. Touchdown! Touchdown, Jason Augustino. And the Knights are close to within 2. And obvious to sit for the Oak Creek coaching staff to go for the 2 points. Kind of interesting surprise, Tom, earlier in the game when the Knights opted to kick that extra point.
Well, I was able to sit in on the coaches' meeting beforehand. We always show them the highlight film that the television production class makes, and he said that they are going to kick extra points, except for now.
In a situation where they need it to.
Exactly.
Look for the power pass.
Nope,
the option.
Baker running the option. He's going to get in. Touchdown, Jason. Kevin Baker.
How many times have we seen that play this year?
We have seen it quite often, and it works a lot.
Look at that. The Oak Creek kickoff team is really fired up.
And that's good to see.
They came out a whooping and a hollering.
We'll have to excuse Mr. Stock. He doesn't do this very much. So he's a little excited. 9:56 remaining, folks. The serious matter down on the field. The Knights have even the ball game at 14-14. And Scott, it's a whole new start right now.
That's right. The Knights scored now, first in the first quarter and first in the second quarter.
Let's hope, however, they can shut down John Dupuis and this tough, physical Beloit offense.
Once you get the first hit on John Dupuis, you have to follow it up with 2 or 3 quick hits right away.
Gang tackling.
I believe the Knights, Oak Creek's defense is getting some confidence, though. They showed good signs. They stopped Dupuis a couple times on that last drive.
They weren't sitting on the sidelines there. They were being coached. Let's see how it pays off.
Holder to kick it off. Hopefully he gets a good one off. It is a decent kick. It's going to be taken at about the 11-yard line by Foreman. Foreman looking for some room. He's got to see him. He's chased down. Drake Horn saved what could have been a huge play by Foreman.
Fulman didn't really look like he was moving that fast. It was just really good blocking. Opened up the seam for him. He followed his blockers.
I'll give Beloit credit early on. They look solid.
They're not going to lay down.
However, I will say they look a little cocky on the sideline. I mentioned earlier, they were dancing, doing their thing after they got a 14-6. Mike showed them, like I said, 14-14. 9 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first half. Here's Dupuis, and he's...
Oh, chase down.
Oh, he got maybe
Slithers.
a couple. He was hit initially in the backfield. The only problem is, one man is not going to bring down John Dupuis. 2nd and 5. He turned a loss of a yard into a gain of 5 right there. So here's a 2nd and 6. And that play goes nowhere.
You know, guys, the Oak Creek stands have been steadily increasing. We got ourselves a good crowd here supporting the Oak Creek Knights.
Earlier on when we first checked in for the pregame, looked like the Knights stands was a little bit on the empty side compared to the Beloit side. But as we look out across the field, as you can in the upper right of your screen, that stands look pretty packed.
3rd and 6.
Here we go. 3rd and 6 from the Beloit 42. Looks like there's a man in motion before that play. Here's Beloit. Reinhold. Incidental contact. Beloit boos.
I think we got away with one there.
And I'm going to have to agree.
I'm going to disagree with you guys. I think John Whitehold timed that perfectly.
Okay. That was iffy. I'm in the middle. It was a good play, nonetheless, by Jason Weinhold. Gentleman Jason Weinhold, obviously, next to Jake Sprague and some of those other linebackers like Ken Zastrow and Jared Goals on the defensive end spot, Weinhold has been incredible.
So the Oak Creek Knights finally stopped the Beloit Knights, and they forced them to punt.
Augustino, it's back to receive.
And he's going to be
He'll
able
take it at the 32.
He's still on his feet. Tough line by Augustino.
This could be a turning point for the Oak Creek Knights.
Now let's see how the Beloit Knight defense reacts.
You're right, Tom. This could be a huge confidence builder.
For either team.
Correct. Give credit to the Oak Creek defense. A stellar performance on that last possession.
Spectacular.
Stellar.
You guys were mentioning Jason. He's got my vote, All State.
All State.
10 interceptions, 6 in the playoffs.
You don't get better stats.
No
than
touchdowns against him either.
Here's Baker. Here's the give to Noel up the middle. John Noel running tough. Big gain, still on his feet. Oh, wow.
Wow. He was hit hard by number 48, Darius Jones, but he just said no.
John Dupree. Maybe a tough physical runner for the Beloit Memorial Knights. But the Oak Creek Knights got a little tough runner of their own. He's not as big.
They have 2 tough runners.
Yeah, he's not as big as Dupree. But John Noel is strong, and so is the Jason Augustinowitz. Knights trying to make a statement here, 2nd and 1. Here's Augustinowitz. Forward progress may have a first down. It's a good spot, I believe. Forward progress may have given Augie and the Oak Creek Knights a first down. Let's see the measurement. And we're gonna get a measurement.
It's hard to figure out how this Beloit Knights defense is going up. They obviously look smaller than the Oak Creek Knights offensive line.
Right.
But they're doing a good job up in front.
They're cheating up towards the run.
They are doing
The middle
excellent
linebacker's playing a big role for the Beloit
And the
Knights.
strong safety is playing up also.
Safety, yeah. They put 8 men in the box and only 3 defensive backs.
Scott mentioned that earlier, the 3 defensive backs. Maybe, just maybe, the Knights will try another aerial assault. And they say they're in short, huh?
It'd be nice to see them try to get 2 men deep in a pattern.
Baker's underthrown the ball a couple. He underthrew that pass to Noel, which they ruled complete. And last week against Horlick, he had a couple of underthrows. But I got confidence in the quarterback. Here's a 3rd and 1. Here's Noel, he's got a first down. Good spot, first down. He got at least 2 yards.
7:39 left in the 2nd quarter.
These Beloit fans don't want to give any credit to the Knights of Oak Creek. Kind of disappointing to hear during the introduction. These Beloit fans, they were booing the Oak Creek team, and that's not like what you like to see. You know, both these teams have had tremendous seasons. Both have made it to this point.
Well, I would hope that if we played this game at Oak Creek, the Oak Creek fans wouldn't boo because
And I have a
the
feeling-
Beloit Knights, they got here on merit. You can't get to the Final Four by playing a bunch of patsies.
Right. Here's Mumphrey split wide to the left. 1st and 10 from the 49 of Oak Creek. Here's the fake outside to John Noel. He was down, no fumble on the play.
Jake Sprague had 1 more step to get his block set. That could have been a big gain for
And
John
that was
Noel.
a tough block for Sprague to make. The defensive backs for Beloit were closing quickly on Noel.
So as mentioned earlier, it's important for Oak Creek to score on this drive. They're doing a good job of driving so far with under 7 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
Here's the give to Noel up the middle. He gets tripped up after a decent gain. Gentlemen, Knights are eating away at the clock, Oak Creek that is. And if they can pound the ball just a little further down the field, even if they come up with a 4th down, which hopefully they don't, they're going to pin Beloit back with not an incredible amount of time left. And my point being, Oak Creek will get the ball to start the 2nd half, and that's a plus. Always when you get the ball to start the 2nd half, especially in a tight 14-14 game like we have here. 6 minutes exactly and under that remaining in the game. Baker gives to Besnikidri. For no doing. Gonna bring up a 4th down.
Martin Ferreira
Knights will have
and
to.
company coming in to punt.
I'd like to mention that John Noel has 11 carries for 70 yards in this game.
A lot of it coming on that 46-yard scamper to open the game.
Oak Creek hoping to pin Beloit back inside their own 20 with this punt.
Beloit sends 2 receivers back. You don't see that much in high school.
It's a fake.
And
Augustinowitz.
lunges forward. He's going to be close.
He got it. First down by a yard.
Coach
First
Cook
down.
And his staff are doing an excellent job.
If you notice, Martin Ferreira was a big part in that play by faking like it was a bad snap, jumping off to his left.
Wow. That's all I have to say after that.
That's got to be a morale buster for the Beloit defense. You think you stopped them, then you're back on the field.
We talk about player execution. We talk about the physical ability of these players to do their job, and you sometimes leave out the great coaching that the Knights have had this year by Coach Cook and his staff. Here's John Knoll running hard, still on his feet. Good yardage again on first down. Gentlemen, I'm also going to point out, this Beloit team looks a little rattled. They're not getting the calls. They got the holds.
Their defense has been on the field for a long time this quarter.
Kind of like Oak Creek's defense was in the first quarter. And we're seeing the dividend pay off right here. Here's Baker running the option. No, nothing doing, he fell down.
Beloit had that defense well. Knoll, the pitch man, was covered. Henry was hit by 2 men. Baker had no room.
That's going to bring up another third down for the Knights. And you don't want to make that fake fumble go a waste right here, because that was an incredible play. You'd like to see it end in a scoring drive.
John Knoll with just over a 6-yard average. Obviously the offensive leader of this team thus far.
Knoll and Gus Nowitz both are over the 1,000-yard mark for the season. Here's Augusto Nowitz fighting forward. He's going to be close.
He has it.
I think he's short. From up here, it looks like he's short.
Officials timeout.
We're going to get another measurement here. Looks like a pickup of about 3. We're going to await yet another measurement. And Tom, this is what you expect in WIAA state semifinals. We got a great game, a lot of measurement. The defenses are trying to make a stand here. Both offenses punishing the ball down the other's throat. Here's the measurement.
By the sound of the Oak Creek crowd, that is a first down call.
So now 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Oak Creek still driving, taking a lot of time off the clock. And as you mentioned, Scott, they're going to get the ball back in the beginning of the second half. So if they can score here, it would be huge.
That would really pin Beloit back.
One of the things I mentioned earlier, Coach Cook says they want to pound on Dupuis, who is the nose guard, to make him less effective as a runner.
That's excellent.
Watch that matchup. B.J. Harmon against Dupuis. Dupuis.
Here's Augusto Nowitz up the middle. He's got a hole. Decent yards. And you can hear the Beloit fans really starting to get upset. They have not seen a team like this.
Maybe losing confidence in their own team.
Yeah. That's what I'm sensing.
Pickup
right
of 4 on the play for Augusto Nowitz.
I'm sensing a lack of confidence on that Beloit sideline. I don't see any dancing going on the sideline right now.
I think that they thought that since they beat McGuanago, and McGuanago is a team that has a good reputation, but I think that this year, the reputation alone is what held that team.
It's a good point. Very good point.
Time continues to tick down. 2:30 left in the game. Here's John Knoll, upended.
John Knoll I cannot believe how fast he hits a hole.
Right. It's going to bring up third down. Knights with the ball on the 23-yard line. Tom, I believe the Knights have 1 timeout remaining.
I'm not positive. I don't know.
I know they used 1 earlier.
I know they used 1 for sure.
So maybe 2. Meanwhile, the Beloit fans want to stop.
They're exhorting their defense. Big play, 3rd and 3 from the 23. They blitz the inside, pitch no outside.
He's got a first down. Excellent feet work by John.
Fumble.
He fumbled the football.
So Knoll making himself vulnerable to a fumble, jumps in the air, the helmet hits the ball, it bounces out, and Beloit recovers.
That hurts. That ball was so close to rolling out of bounds.
Yeah, that's right.
And the Beloit player was very lucky to recover it and stay in bounds. It was a good play by whoever recovered that fumble.
Well, we're going to see how solid Beloit's offense is right now.
I think Oak Creek's defense is mad right now.
They have to go 83 yards for a score.
And under 1:45.
Reverse.
It's a reverse. He's got a lot of room. It's a huge play. Someone's got to get him wide open.
3 blockers. He strung the play out and allowed the pursuit to catch him up.
The clock has stopped momentarily. Now it continues to run. That gave Beloit a chance to get in their huddle and pick a play. Meanwhile, the ball's on the 44-yard line of Bull Creek. Here's
another reverse. Inside reverse.
Inside, not much doing. Pick up of about 5. So Beloit, a couple of trick plays of their own here.
They call timeout.
And a quick timeout called by Beloit. 1 minute and 17 seconds remaining.
Well, I was going to mention this earlier when we were talking about how the Beloit fans were getting down on their team. They can't forget it's a tie game, and I was going to say a turnover like that can bring them right back into it. Now they have the ball on their 38-yard line.
2nd and 5. Beloit has regained the momentum.
Well, guys, I'm getting my $3. Are you getting your 250s worth?
Absolutely.
Yes. Excellent.
It's a barn burner. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I think this is a barn burner.
This is a farming area.
We're not NBC, folks. And we're not Monday Night Football. We try to have sense of humor like Frank Gifford.
But we got Tom Stock.
So everybody relax and have a good time.
Here's a 2nd down and 5 from the Knights. With Beloit. From the Oak Creek 38-yard line, here we go. It's a handoff inside to Pullman. Running hard, he's got a 1st down.
He broke at least 3 tackles in that play. It was very tough to bring down.
Knights defense has got to get tough right now. 1st down. Clock stops while the chains move. That's the only thing that bugs me about the clock stops every time because on a 1st down, because you got to move the chains. Gives Beloit time to get it up, and they're already at the line, ready to go. Under a minute to play. Here's Dement. And it's nearly stuffed by Fugee. To the outside.
Oh,
Ferreira.
Play by Ferreira.
Keeping them in bounds. That's how you teach your folks. Go down low and
I
get them.
think that was a halfback pass that just got stopped in the backfield.
It very well may have been.
Originally broken up by Besnick Kedri.
Beloit uses another timeout. 45 seconds remaining.
Ferrer with a heads-up play of holding on to the
While the other Knights came on.
Exactly.
Actually stopped it for a loss. I thought they were going to make some yards on that play.
It's a 2nd down and 11. Ball on the Oak Creek 32. The Oak Creek crowd has got to get fired up right now. You can't ask for a better situation right here. Once again, this is the WIAA state semifinal game. The winner of this game will go on to play either Marshfield or Sun Prairie. That game also taking place tonight.
Hopefully we'll be able to get you a score on that game before the evening's out. Well, here we go. A big play. 2nd and 11 with less than a minute to go. We go into halftime tied. We got us a 30-minute football game.
Here's Dement, he's back to pass. He goes, he's got a man.
Get me bounce. There's a face mask and a foul.
Face mask is going to move that
That's
ball.
going to be 15 too. He really yanked it.
It's going to move that ball 5 or 15 yards
stop
forward.
the clock.
You wonder where the
full-
defensive backs were on that play. He had at least a 5-yard cushion around him to receive the ball and then get his ground to run.
He found the seam in the zone. It was a good play.
It was an excellent pass by Dement. I cannot understand why you would give so much cushion to a receiver. They send 2 out to the flat. Linehold was good coverage on his receiver, while the other receiver who caught the pass seemed to be all by himself. Carls eventually came up and made the tackle. Clock's running. First and goal from the 7. It's a handoff outside to Fulman. He's stuffed by Ken Zastros.
Clock continues to roll.
Does Beloit have a timeout? No, they're going to continue. 20 seconds and kicking.
Oak Creek's got to move it, get into position.
Oak Creek's got to get in position.
17, 16, 15 and counting. They should be able to get this play off.
This is going to be a pass. Oak Creek Knights got to be ready. Under 10 seconds. It's a pass.
Oh, he's wide open.
The defense has to be ready for a play like that. They can't run the ball. You know the pass is coming. They run the play out to the flats. He's wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Beloit.
1 second remains in the first half. A 20-14 lead for Beloit. Kick is up. And good.
All the Oak Creek Knights may find themselves in a place they have never been this season, down at halftime. We'll have to see how they respond.
We definitely will, and the thing about it is, this may be, or maybe not, a good thing for the Oak Creek Knights, because this might, like you said, this is the first time they've ever gone into a halftime trailing. This might get them more fired up than anything.
Yeah, one thing I've learned in following the football team during the year is that the Coach Cook really stresses character. And I think he tries to instill that in his players, and I think this is an opportunity for them to really show what they're all about. I don't think they're given much respect by the Milwaukee media. I don't think they're given much respect by the WIAA. This is a 12-0 football team. They're good.
I might throw in right now, you got a dangerous man back right now in Jason Leinhold along with DJ Binney. The Knights haven't returned a kick for a touchdown this year and expect Beloit to kick it to the right side. It's a squib kick. Knights just try to recover it.
And that'll end the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, at halftime, the score is the Beloit Memorial Knights 21, the Oak Creek Knights 14. We'll take a break and be back after halftime.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half. I'm Scott Holler, joined again in the press box by Mr. Tom Stock and Scott Kozinski. First half statistics for the Knights of Oak Creek. John Knoll has carried 13 times for 78 yards. Jason Augustinowicz 8 times for 67 yards. Beloit leads 21-14, and they're set to kick it off. Number 20, Dave McCree, a kick. And it's a short kick. John Knoll picks it up for the Knights. He cuts it upfield, and John Knoll, he's got great speed. He makes great cuts. He's got a great kickoff to start the second half.
That's exactly what the Knights needed.
John Knoll is, as we said, mentioned before in our earlier broadcast, that he's a natural cutback runner. He can fake out defenders, and that run showed it right there as he blew by, 4, maybe 5 defenders.
The Knights will take over from the Beloit 35. This team has got to come out fired up. And John Knoll gave him a spark early. Adam Antonowicz is split wide to the left. Let's see what Cook's got in mind to start. Here's John Knoll, right up the middle. Nice gain, still on his feet. He's got close to a first down.
I think our question about are the Knights going to come out fired up is being answered in the first 13 seconds of the third quarter.
And it's a first down for John Knoll to carry a 10 on the play. All the way down to the Beloit 25. Beloit showed us that they're a well-disciplined team with their solid offensive attack in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 25. It's a give to Augustinowicz. He's hit after a decent pickup.
5 yards on that play.
Augie was hit hard on that play. Bounces right back. Knights pounding the ball down to the Beloit 20. We're almost a minute into the second half. The Knights driving, looking to tie this game up and maybe go on top. Here's Baker, running the option to the right. He's stopped.
Maybe a yard.
The option has not worked at all for the Knights this far.
And this is a key 3rd down and 5. I don't know how many times I've said that tonight, gentlemen.
3rd down conversions are important, almost as important as gaining good field position.
Well, in this situation, if it does happen, we get to a 4th down. Knights have no choice really but to go for it. Not a good field goal kicker.
Haven't kicked one all year, haven't attempted one all year.
3rd and 4 from the 24. It's a cross route. John Knoll is going to be short of a first down by about a yard. Knights have been using that play a lot tonight.
It's kind of like a counter option play.
Yeah.
The guard pulls out.
The guards pull to the right, and the back comes back against the grain.
Beloit's on their feet. Oak Creek fans are on their feet. 4th and 1 from the Beloit 16. This could make or break the game. Here we go.
Baker back to pass. Zastro is wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
Ken Zastro.
How huge is that?
What a pass, what a catch. Ken Zastro couldn't have happened to a better guy on that play. He's played an incredible linebacker
You know what?
in this defense this year.
I can hear a pin drop. As you know, we are on the Beloit sideline.
Oh, excellent call, Tom. What a pass by Kevin Baker.
Knights come in with the double tight end on that play, and Zastor just slips behind all the defensive backs.
Nobody went for him.
He had
Nobody
two
saw
options.
him.
Kevin Baker had 2 options on that play. He also had John Knoll in the flat. John Knoll had some running room. Here we go. The Knights go for the lead. Baker
Baker
it's
on the
same
option.
play.
Oh, he pitches it. Oh, fumble.
The Knights having problems running the option tonight. He can't. Baker and Knoll are having problems connecting on the option. That's the second time that it's been a loose ball.
He's throwing it behind him.
Yep.
21
You have to lead him.
21-20 score here in the third quarter. 9 minutes and 37 seconds remain, as you see on your TV set. That was a huge touchdown for the Knights, but Another failed two-point conversion.
All the touchdowns that we scored when the team gains good field position.
Right.
There hasn't been any long scoring drives yet.
Field position is key.
As the Knights prepare to kick off, we should note that we have a score on the Marshfield-Sun Prairie game. At the half, it was Marshfield 7, Sun Prairie nothing. Winner of that game will meet the winner of this game in Madison.
Voltner to kick off. Need a good kick here, and it's a squib. And it's fumbled by a Beloit player. And a nice job by the Oak Creek special teams. Knights have really been perfecting that squib kick lately, Scott.
Certainly have. They do an excellent job. It takes a big hop after the first bounce. It's hard to pick up.
And there it is. And it makes the kick returner very nervous. And whether or not he's going to be able to come up with it cleanly.
And it breaks down. Oh, I'm sorry.
Special teamers are coming.
It breaks down any sort of planned return that the receivers may have had.
And this is a huge defensive series for the Oak Creek Knights. Beloit will open from the 31. There's the pitch to Pearson back in the game. And Josh Chappelle and Dave Meyer in on the play. And that's the defense you need. The Oak Creek sideline is fired up, and so are their fans.
Dave Meyer now has 2 tackles in the backfield this game, coming out of the cornerback position.
Meyer
It's gotten really quiet on this sideline.
Meyer may
quiet.
not look like much, but he plays tough. He's one of the toughest guys on that team.
An inspirational player as well.
One of my best students.
Reminds me a lot of Steve Tasker, the Buffalo Bills. Goes out, does his job, does it hard, ain't afraid to put a lick on somebody. Here's a second down. Nothing doing. Oh, Dupuis breaks Jake Sprague's tackle.
He's short. He just gets lost in there.
It's going to bring up a third down.
He went right underneath the arm tackle that Jake Sprague tried to put on him.
This is a crucial third down. Jake Sprague has got to wrap up on that play. Dupuis so tough, though.
He's a lot like Barry Sanders, not the speed, but you got to get him in the legs. You got to get him below the waist.
Can't knock any. Sprague tried to make a solo tackle on that play, and on Dupuis, that's really not going to happen. Sprague, if not one of the best, if not the best defensive lineman in the state. I mean, even Jake is having a hard time. And that's a big hurt right there as the Knights jumped offside.
Beloit Knights quarterback with the hard count makes the defensive tackles jump off sides. Automatic. That's a 5-yard penalty.
That's going to be enough for a first down. Yep, moves the chains. First down. Wow.
So Josh Chappelle and was it Besnik-Idri went for the hard count and jumped off sides.
Here's Dupuis to the outside. Just spin moving off defenders.
Such a low center of gravity that he's closer to the ground. He's harder to tackle.
Going back to what you said, he doesn't have the speed of Barry Sanders, but he is low to the ground and he breaks tackles so easily. His legs keep pumping.
And he's got some decent moves as he displayed on that run. Second down and 3. Ball on the Beloit 49. Knights need a turnover or something to change the momentum. There's Pearson to the outside. Nice long first down, Pearson.
Jeremy Carls is really upset. He felt he got held on that play, and I'd have to agree with him. But he didn't get held. The guy held him, then he tackled him. It's still a penalty.
Momentum definitely with Beloit right now as they're driving on the Oak Creek 37. 7 minutes and 25 seconds remain in the third quarter. Here's the hand of Pearson again.
Same play.
Meyer takes the tackle and saves a touchdown.
Dave Meyer coming from behind to bring down number 31, Josh Pearson. Josh Pearson missed a lot of action in the first half, went down with an injury on the first drive. He's back and he's been very effective.
First and goal from the 4 for Beloit. Here's Dement to Dupuis, up the middle, touchdown Beloit.
How would you say on that? They just ran it right down the Knights' throat.
Dupuis with his second touchdown in the ball game. Extra point coming up here. And it's going to be good. 28-20 is your score. With 6 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So the Knights answered right off the bat in the second half, gentlemen, with a touchdown strike to Ken Zashel. Beloit comes right back.
Still an 8-point ball game, so it's still within one score.
And there's a lot of time left in the game.
I believe the Knights have only stopped Beloit once on defense. Beloit's offense has really...
Knights have punted twice and they have fumbled once, lost that fumble.
An incredible game. We got to give credit where credit is due. Both teams doing a good job. I think Beloit's getting a little more than they wanted here tonight. I'll tell you that much. Once again, Reinhold and Vinny back to returns. John Knoll about 10 yards in front of them. Here's the kick by McCree. It's a short kick. Reinhold's got it. He can make things happen. Reinhold looks for a seam. He gets wrapped up and about fights forward for an extra couple. About the 33-yard line.
That's a decent starting position for the Knights. Let's see if they can respond to the quick score by Beloit.
It's a cold night here in Janesville at Monterey Stadium.
Glad they plugged in the space heaters.
Oak Creek needs to get the momentum back, and I think the best way to do that is a quick, long touchdown run. What pass here. Big play coming up, hopefully. There's Augustin Owitz from the outside. Good yardage, lowers his head. Nice run by Augustin Owitz on first down. That play's been working nicely tonight for the Knights.
Augie up slowly. I had been a little shaken up on that
This
play.
could be, here's it is, this is a trick play.
There it is.
Doesn't work. That is called the swinging gate.
It might be close to a first down. And we're going to get a measurement. It looks like a first down from up here, but it's going to be close. Let's see the spot. Might be a little short.
I think I just knocked somebody up. So
It's short. And that play could have been huge right there. Didn't look like Noah got the blocking he really needed on that play. And that play could have proved to be incredible. Let's see, another measurement here. About an inch short is Oak Creek. 3rd and inches. And Beloit's on their feet chanting defense. They want to stop. Look for what Scott said earlier. Either Hedry or Augustin Owitz right up the middle. This is 3rd and inches. It's John Knoll. He's got some room. John Knoll's to the outside. John Knoll's on his feet. An incredible run by John Knoll down to the Beloit 30.
That's what happens a lot on a short yardage play. The defense is so much concentrated on stopping the quarterback sneak, maybe the fullback, that if you can break one tackle, just one, you can break it into the defensive secondary.
A big run by John Knoll. We've seen it all season from him. 1st and 10 for the Knights on the 30-yard line of Beloit. And Cornwood split wide to the right. Here's the pitch to Augustin Owitz. He's got a good hole. Oh, he punishes the defenders. He's got another first down. Augie runs hard every time he touches the
Six
football.
tacklers to bring him down. That's running with heart.
Dupuy
That is
who?
running with heart.
John Dupuy who?
I think that run right there shows the character of this team.
Looks like another first down it is. All the way down to the Beloit 20. This is a battle here tonight.
This is a great game.
5 minutes and 25 seconds and ticking left in the third quarter. Ball on the 18, a pickup of 12 by Augustinowitz. Here's Augustinowitz up the middle, bouncing off tacklers. He's inside the 15. Another good game. Looks like a pickup of 6.
Again, we'd like to thank the athletic director of Janesville Craig High School, Monty Phillips, for allowing us to broadcast the game from you from Monterey Park, nestled on the Rock River in Janesville.
2nd and 4, ball on 13, Burrow Creek. Here's the give to John Nolan. We heard that hit way up here.
Better go wide.
This is a big 3rd and 4, gentlemen. Mumphrey is in the game, split wide to the left. John Nolan, nothing going up the middle. The hole is just not there right now, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 2. Fourth and 3, this is bringing up. Gentlemen, we could be seeing the game right here on this very play.
4th and 3. 3 yards can be a lot to pick up on 1 down.
Beloit's on their feet, Oak Creek's on their feet, here we go. Baker fumbles.
Throw it, just throw it.
It's intercepted.
Baker was looking for John Noel, who didn't have any defenders around him, but John Noel wasn't paying attention. You can't give up on a broken play. You got to find some open space.
A huge interception there.
So
The Knights don't come out really any worse than they're going in. That play was dead on arrival. He just threw it up hoping somebody would get open.
2 turnovers have crushed 2 Oak Creek drives, and without those turnovers, you might see the Oak Creek Knights in the lead.
2 turnovers inside the red zone. Meanwhile, it's Pearson, the same play again.
They're running that counter off tackle play.
Meanwhile, 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. A lot of game left, however. Beloit with the ball on their own 21. Here's Pearson again to the outside. And the big runs that Oak Creek has gotten all season long, Beloit is getting right now. And this defense looks tired. First and 10, a run of 20 yards by Pearson. And they're not going with the B right now. They're going with Pearson. There's the B. Brought down.
Fumble. Nope, they blew it dead.
Blew it dead. Lipsky and Sprague in on the tackle. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. 28-20 is your score. Here's a hand off to Pearson. He's tripped up short. Not much doing. Maybe got a yard or two. Here we go with another 3rd and 7. And what do you want to bet we see that halfback counter?
I would not be surprised if they threw it deep.
The defensive backs have not really been tested in this game. A couple of early passes by Beloit, but that's about it.
Every time Beloit does pass, it's been very effective, and it crushes the Oak Creek defense.
It's another reverse. Let's see if Meyer snakes it out. It's a first down for Beloit.
The misdirection plays are really killing the Knights.
Clock is stopped.
Jake Sprague is bent over. I think he's hurting. He's limping.
1 minute, 8 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Here's Dupree. Trips over his own feet, got about 3 or 4.
We're going to have an injured player. Dupree ran over and into one of the legs of one of his blockers, number 5.
Which is Nate Edwards.
Who scored a touchdown pass right at the end of the first half. He took the full brunt of his Dupree on his leg.
Once again, the injured player down on the field is senior wide receiver Nate Edwards.
As much as you don't like to see injuries, I think this stoppage in play is good for the Knights. They can rest and they can regroup a little bit. I think they're a little stunned.
The Oak Creek defense misses.
Yes.
Tom Stock is referring to. And Edwards runs off on his own power, and that's good to see.
He trots off, so that's good to see.
He officially has come off for one play due to the official timeout, injury timeout. 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Beloit is over Oak Creek 28-20.
Beloit is just creating holes, something that no other offensive line has been able to do against this Oak Creek defense. It's a 2nd and 7 from the Oak Creek 44. Here's the handoff to Pearson to the outside. Meyer,
Get him, Dave.
Meyer with a nice play.
He fought up the blocker, wrapped him up.
Zasher also in on the tackle. And another Beloit player down on the field. And gentlemen, maybe this is a sign of maybe a momentum change here. We hate to see it once again.
Well, you know, thinking back on the season, we've played 12 games. I know how the Knights really stress weightlifting to prevent injuries, and how often have we really seen a Knight player, an Oak Creek Knight player go down with an injury?
Not often at all this season.
I think the most serious I saw was maybe Carl's in that Marshall game, but he missed a half and played well against Hamilton the week after.
Other than that, recently I can't think of it. Maybe a slightly sprained ankle to Louis Liapis, a law offensive lineman, but no injuries to key players. And that's really been the difference this season.
Is that Ryan Fullman, the man down?
I cannot get a look at the
I
number.
thought it was number 84.
84?
They don't have an 84.
I think it was 24.
I think it was
which would be
24.
Ryan Fullman. And he's a key player on this offense right now.
We have 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Both teams have scored touchdowns in this quarter.
Beloit
28-20.
with a 28-20 lead.
Oak Creek with the turnover in this quarter that stopped what looked to be a scoring drive.
And this player is up. Who is it? Do we get a look at the
It is
number?
24.
It is 24. It is Ryan Fullman. He's had some big runs tonight. However, he came in earlier for number 31, Josh Pearson. Pearson has thus returned. So Fullman not as much as a factor here in the 2nd half.
He's walking off in a fashion that we may not see him back. He couldn't put any weight on his right ankle. It could be Bad
Meanwhile, a 3rd and 7. The Oak Creek stands trying to get fired up. 3rd and 7, a huge play. 3rd and 6.
Oh,
And a false start. False start, and
I think Brad was trying to call him off hard count, and
he got his own guy.
He got his own guy, yes.
That's huge. Now expect a pass, like Thomas stated earlier. This will bring up 3rd and 11.
They haven't thrown it all this half. They've just run.
And they've run effectively.
Yes.
20 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. We might see Beloit. No, they're coming up to the line. They're going to get one more play here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 11. Here we go. Here's the men back to pass. Looking. He goes almost nearly intercepted by Weinhold. We've talked about it all season long if you've been with us. This kid, Jason Weinhold,
We should take that play and send it to the WIAA. That is an all-state play.
That man, the receiver, had the inside edge. But Weinhold recovered nicely.
Weinhold gave this receiver a 3-yard cushion, but he can cover that area so quickly. He's got great quickness.
Beloit the punt on 4th and 11. Here it is. It's a booming punt. And get to the end zone and wow, that could have been huge.
Looked like Martin Ferrer was pushing the back. I was looking for a clipping, like a flag for clipping on that play, but no flag.
The start of the 4th quarter will see the Oak Creek Knights start from their own 20-yard line, down 28-20.
Well, this is a dramatic football game.
Yes, it is. You couldn't ask for anything better.
Well, I've never seen Marshfield or Sun Prairie play, but whoever wins this game,
Gonna have a heck of a shot. You gotta believe that.
you got to think that.
The thing about high school football, gentlemen, is that, you know, in the NFL, you say you're down 7 points. You score the touchdown, you think, okay, piece of cake, we tie the game up with an extra point. In high school, not the case. The Knights are down 8 points. And the 2-point conversions and the extra points in high school are not a sure thing like they are sometimes in the NFL. And that's something you got to think about.
And Oak Creek's never been known for their kicking game.
Well, right now they don't have a choice. They have to go for the 2-point conversion if they reach the end zone.
You are correct.
Let's hope the Knights can punch one in here. Jake Sprague remains on the field, although earlier it looks like he was hobbled. Sprague will attend Northwestern next season and play football for Gary Barnett's Northwestern Wildcats. Here's the start of the 4th quarter. It's John Knoll hit at the line of scrimmage. Pickup of about a yard. Gonna bring up a 2nd and 9. Junior wideout Eddie Mumphrey brings in the call. Brian Harmon leads his team to the line. Woltner and Sprague on the right side. Here's John Knoll to the outside. Cuts it back. Got about to the 26-yard line. It's going to bring up another crucial 3rd down for the Knights of Oak Creek.
I wish we had been keeping track of 3rd down conversions for Oak Creek because they've had a lot of them. A lot of 3rd down situations.
Oak Creek going to the pitch recently more in this game instead of handing the ball out on the inside.
Third and 3. What are we looking at here, John? It's a give to Augustin Owens. He's still on his feet. A great run by Augustin Owens.
Oh, 1st down.
And that's why Jason Augustin Owens is one of the best backs around the area. 2nd effort, maybe even 3rd effort on that play. Looked like it was going to be a busted play. turns it into a first down, and the Knights have the ball at the 31-yard line. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remain in the fourth quarter and in one of these two teams' seasons. Here's John Noel, or Jason Castellanos, excuse me.
And time ticks away, just hitting the 10-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Beloit 28, Oak Creek 20.
2nd and 4. I throw a pass right here. Nope, it's Augusta Noel. Look at him, still on his feet. Fighting forward.
Spinning off of
He's
tackle.
very close to a first down.
Let's see the spot. He very well might have a first down.
Looked like he was stopped for about a gain of 1, maybe 2 if he was lucky, but he spins off the tacklers and fights for the first down.
A lot of heart, a lot of character on this team. Clock has
I think they
stopped.
might be a little bit short, probably a couple feet.
A couple feet.
Or maybe the length of a football. 6 inches,
6
half a yard.
Let's see. Yeah, they're a little short. An inch.
6 inches.
6 inches.
And again, third down.
That's going to be an interesting stat to look up in the paper tomorrow. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Beloit shows blitz. John Noel.
I think he got it.
He got hit hard. Noel buried his head, ran full speed, and picked up the first down for Oak Creek.
Jake Sprague leading the blocking.
How did Jake get to that hole before John got there? He really accelerates to those holes like you mentioned earlier.
Well, you look at Jake, 6'4", 250. You think he's not fast, but let me tell you,
He
is.
Runs the 40 in 4.49 seconds.
That's motoring.
1st and 10 from the 43. Here's Augie. Got to the 45.
You know, they're really working him inside right now. I would not be surprised if they try to pop a pass over these guys.
Let's see what Coach Cook has in mind. However, in the later stages of the game, it's hard to take a chance. It really is. Coach Cook knows what he's doing. He's been in this game before. He won a state championship with Whitefish Dominican earlier in his career.
Another team called the Knights.
Here's Baker running the option. He explodes, and we haven't seen this from Kevin Baker in a while. Baker still on his feet. He's inside the 20 and down around the 12-yard line.
A pickup of about 33, I believe.
Guys, I said it during the run, and I've been talking to Cook about it. He said Baker hasn't been exploding up those seams like he has earlier in the season when he was getting the big yards. He was among the leading rushers in the area, and we saw it right there. And it was huge. The Beloit fans are quiet once again.
34-yard run to be exact.
Guys,
Down to the 11-yard
inside the red zone again. They're 0 for 2. In the last,
Can't waste it here. Cannot waste it here.
Last 2 of the last 3 times they've been in the red zone, they haven't gotten it in. Here we go, from the 11. Here's Augusta Noel. It's hit. That's the loss. There's number 68, Josh.
Just under 8 minutes in the game.
2nd and 12. Nice.
You know, I'm just looking at the field from our, you can see now at our point of view, that right side, if they could get somebody in the flat, Adam Antonowitz, Eddie Mumphrey especially with his leaping ability, he could
split
score.
wide to the right. Will they test it? It's John Noel to the outside. No! Touchdown! Oak Creek Knights! The Oak Creek team will have to go for 2.
Noel finds a hole to the left.
A huge roar from the Oak Creek crowd.
28 to 26. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't put a better game on your screen. It hasn't been the best technical game for us, but you can't ask for anything better at home. The Beloit crowd wants a defensive stand. Their players are trying to get the crowd up.
Ken Zastro comes in, the Knights, Oak Creek wants a timeout. Biggest play of the game for them.
So almost midway through the fourth quarter, and Oak Creek is going to try to tie the game up with a 2-point conversion. Exciting football.
Well, I'd ask us to try to guess what they're going to run, but I don't feel like it. You folks at home can take a guess.
Scott, what are you looking at?
I'm looking for a pass on the flats to John Noel and Jason Gustafson.
I would not be surprised if we see him, run the option either left or right and then throw back against the grain to a tight end, possibly Zastro, possibly Hastings.
I personally think that's kind of a risky call, so I'm going to go with the convention.
All I know is that if I was in there, I could get open.
So I'm going to say that the Knights are going to go with the conventional call and smash mouth right up the middle, Jason Gustinowitz. Let's see. Here we go. This is the ball.
We won't say a thing. We'll let the roar of the crowd tell you what's happened.
Baker under center. It's John Noel. He's in for 2 points. Oak Creek is ecstatic in the stands. It's 28-28. The Beloit fans are stunned. 7:27 remaining in this game. Guys, none of us were right. It's the unsung hero once again, John Noel.
Well, Coach Cook, in the meeting, he said to the players, don't try to be Superman. Don't try to be somebody you're not. You play as a team, and I think that's what we're seeing now. They're playing as a team. There was a huge hole for him to run through.
And they're fired up. They're all fired up. They can taste the victory. Beloit, on the other hand, does not have the momentum. It's going to be important for this defense to remain strong. They have got to dig deep. You always talk about dreaming of the big game when you're a little kid. You want to get to a certain point in your career, and you want to play for the big game. Well, this
17 and 18-year-old boys.
Forcing the turnover or a punt would be huge right here for the Oak Creek Knights.
Young men.
This is their state right now. Here's Voltner to kick it off. A squib kick. Works good.
Oh, it takes a bad hop.
Oak Creek bounce. Beloit has shot. He's down. All right. He's down at the 15-yard line, and that's where Beloit will start. They will have to go 85 yards for a score. Here is a test of your character. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't ask for more excitement. 28-28. 7 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in this ball game.
This is high drama.
Let's have it. Let's have it right now. Let's have a heck of a game.
Look for Jake Sprague and Ken Zasser to come with the pressure.
And for the
They've been the leaders. It's time. It's time for them.
And for the first time in the game, the Oak Creek fans are really getting ecstatic. Here we go. It's a
Busted
broken
play.
And he's cement his hand.
Fumble! It's a fumble!
Who's got
Oak Creek ball! Oak Creek ball! Oak Creek ball!
The Oak Creek Knights have the football. The man fumbled. Jake Sprague forced the fumble.
It was a busted play. The quarterback must have been hit by 5 guys, including Jake Sprague and Ken Zastra.
Jared goes and Josh Chappelle.
Somebody ripped the ball out.
We are ecstatic here in the press box. Knights take over.
The Oak Creek fans, if you look in your lower corner, they're still standing. I don't think they can believe what has happened.
You can't ask for a better opportunity. They have the ball on the 12-yard line.
Right now, this is the time. This
You
is
have
the
got to
time.
remain composed. You have got to realize what is at hand right here. Here's John Noel. Nice run down inside the 5-yard line. Good goal now. Beloit.
This is it. Bedlam in the Oak Creek stands right now.
Beloit has seen the swing. They have lost the momentum. Ball is at the 5-yard line. A second down and 3. 6 minutes and 50 seconds and ticking left in the fourth quarter. The Beloit fans are absolutely in awe of what is taking place on this field. Here's John Noel again, right back to the wild touchdown! Oak Creek Knights are in! They have a 6-point lead. Beloit is stunned. Oh, welcome to the happy hunting grounds. It's 34-28.
Did you just say welcome to the happy hunting
I
grounds?
just said welcome to the happy hunting grounds. Haven't you guys ever seen the movie Major League?
Now, we have to let you know, we don't claim to be journalists, and we are not being impartial
We are
on
excited.
purpose. We are a bunch of homers, and we're proud of it.
We are excited.
Well,
Home of the Oak Creek Knights for the.
I don't want to put it down on anybody, but there's 6:36 left, and Beloit's going to get the ball back. So let's see what the Knights do. Are they going to kick, or are they going to go for two?
We need two. We need two. Do not risk losing the game on an extra point. Because you know, we haven't seen Beloit go for two yet, gentlemen.
That's
Who knows
right.
if they can? Who knows if they can get
Well,
two
they got
points?
Dupuy at fullback.
All right. That's sort of shut down that comment.
All right, enough of us. Let's let everybody watch the play.
Here we go, Baker. Baker under center. It's a pass. John, no! 2-point conversion. Oak Creek Knights are up 8 points and are 6 minutes and 36 seconds away from a trip to the state championship.
Hold it.
A 36-28 lead.
That's the play I was mentioning early where they faked to Augusta Knoll. It's made by John Knoll. Wide open in the end zone. A great play action fake by
Oh,
Baker,
boy.
carried out by Jason.
I'm dropping stuff. I'm breaking microphones.
You're absolutely right, Scott. There's an excellent job. You know,
Coach Cook said in the meeting that one turnover won't beat him.
gentlemen, if I may say so, the defense, honestly, Beloit has pushed the ball down their throat tonight, but it's been the defense all year that has stepped up big, and they did on that last drive. Here's
Oak Creek
Volkner.
getting the breaks.
A kick. It takes another
Again.
Oak Creek bounce. This one's into the end zone for a touchback.
Did it not touch a Beloit player?
Yes, it did. It went off his hand. I believe it went off his hand.
So then why did it ball?
Therefore, that's a legal ball.
Why would it be a?
Well,
He touched it and downed it.
I'm not exactly sure about that play. We're not going to complain. We're up 8 points. We are in the driver's seat. This is it. We are in the driver's seat. 6 minutes and 36 seconds remain.
Let's see how Beloit can respond. They're obviously stunned.
Ball on the Beloit 20. Dement. He hands off to Pearson. Pearson. They continue to go with that halfback counter.
And the clock runs. The clock continues to run.
The defense has to stay composed. I'm sure Cook is stressing that on the sideline. There is a lot of game left. We're really excited, but remember, folks, a lot of game left.
6 minutes.
That's why they
15
play 12
seconds.
minutes in a quarter and not 6. Somebody needs to make a play here. 2nd and 4. Beloit with the ball on the 26. Here's Dupuy. He's got a big play. Runs over Carls. O'Dea trying to strip the ball. First down.
Now, Jeremy Carls didn't make the tackle, but on the courage factor, I give him a 10. Jeremy Carls maybe weighs 165.
Carls
Went right at him.
Carls is hurting.
155 pounds.
This is something
Jeremy
you don't like to see. Carl's got his bell rung by Dupuy. So what has happened is Kevin Baker, the Knights quarterback, has checked into the game. He loves to play defense. However, you don't like to see your quarterback in on defense.
I think you want your best player in, and if he's the best player, he's got to go in.
Okay, here we go. It's a pass. They're looking. Wino. They got it.
Jason Weinhold got turned around looking back at the quarterback.
What a pass by Dement.
I have to mention that, well, I'll mention it later. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Beloit. Quick to run a play. Here's Dupuy. He's hitting the backfield. Somebody's got to wrap him up. He gets to the outside. Finally wrestled out of bounds.
There's still 5.5 minutes minutes left in football, as you notice on your screen that the flurries are starting to fall. It shouldn't affect the ball. It shouldn't make the ball slippery. It's just very light flurries, but there is some precipitation.
Dave Meyer going for the ball on that play.
Clock stops while the refs get the ball set. It should be running right now. The clock should be running right now. It's not.
No, he was out of bounds. The Beavers ran out of bounds.
Here's Pearson to the outside. Got to wrap him up. He's out of bounds again. No, the clock stays
Stayed in
running.
bounds. It's going to run some time off. Knights up by 8. Even if Beloit happens to score, there's no way that they can go ahead. They will not be down even if Beloit scores. And it is starting to snow here in Beloit. Oh, Janesville. Sorry.
And a timeout has been called by the referees. Not exactly sure.
Goodness.
Refs are checking with an Oak Creek player. It's Jason Weinhold. So now clock will be running. You hate to see that because now Beloit's already up to the line and set. 4:54.
Reverse again.
Inside the 5-yard line is number 20, Dave McCree.
Holy cow.
Clock is
First
stopped.
down.
Clock is stopped at 4 minutes and 48 seconds.
Referee winds the clock.
Keep in mind, gentlemen, Beloit will be forced to go for 2. Here's an outside run. Trying to cut. Jason Weinhold, what an incredible play.
Oh, what a play.
Looked like he had the 5 yards to the
He
end.
collared him like a hog.
But Weinhold, quick to cover up the ground that he needed, stops him on the 1-yard line.
Clock winds. 4:15 remains. Here's Dubuis. That's what I'm guessing. And he's in. Touchdown.
Well, now we test the character of the Beloit team. They kicked extra points the whole game. Let's see what happens when they go to 2. I think
Beloit fans will try to get their team fired up.
Martin Ferreira comes out.
Snow starts to fall a little more. Oak Creek is forced to call a timeout.
That hurts.
That really does.
I believe, was that their first
That was a
timeout?
second. That's a second timeout.
They have 1 timeout left. Well, this will just allow us to sit back and have our blood pressure go even higher.
Couldn't ask for a better game, though. I mean, this is what you talk about when you're talking about a WIAA playoff game to determine who's going to the big dance.
You know, we've witnessed a lot of blowouts by the Knights, and you know, it's been entertaining, a lot of highlights, but this is a good football game.
Both these teams have played today. Either one of them deserves to be a state champion.
Oh no, the Beloit Knights, they're a good team.
But the only thing about it is, Oak Creek hasn't been given the credit, as you mentioned earlier, Tom.
Yeah.
All season long, knocked in the rankings, which really isn't a big deal. It's almost maybe even a better thing.
Right.
If they weren't ranked up high.
The rankings are very subjective. I mean,
Right. It's based on a lot of past experience too. And in the last couple of years, the Knights haven't been a strong.
I know.
They haven't made the playoffs since 1982.
You know, I recall Preps Plus covering our game against Beloit in September, but you know, we were rattling off win after win after win, but still, the focus seemed to be on the traditional good teams like Arrowhead and McGuanago, Waukesha Memorial.
So here we go.
Those are good teams. They deserve the credit, but hey, we got a good team.
They're not here anymore. So.
Yeah,
That's right.
This is it. This is for the big
If
dance.
they got 20B, they could be watching this game on TV.
Here we go. 4 minutes and 4 seconds remain in the game.
As the snow flies
Oak Creek 36, Beloit 34, the two-point conversion, and a false start! Yes! A false start by a Beloit player. The hard count, as Scott has pointed out to you all night. Brad Dement goes with the hard count, and his own guy jumps off. And that could
Now what do you call?
Huge. And
Now
that
what do
turned
you call?
into a 2-yard for a two-point conversion to a 7-yard two-point conversion.
Right. And now you may not be able to use the view. Look for that same pass. The B.
You know, boys, I try not to speak with hyperbole, but I think this is the greatest football game I've ever seen.
Meanwhile, back to myself and
High
Scott.
school.
Scott looks for much of that same touchdown pass that the men threw earlier.
Jake Sprague firing up the defense.
Here we go.
This
We're
is
gonna try
it.
again. Third.
They got to stop him. I got my lucky sweatshirt on.
Here we go. It's a pass. Over the middle.
That was a good catch. Well, 36-36, 4:04 in the fourth quarter.
Oak Creek cannot afford turnover now this late in the game. They must hold on to the ball at all costs.
Call me crazy. We haven't seen a kickoff return for a touchdown all season. Wouldn't it be bittersweet?
You're not crazy.
Wouldn't it be bittersweet to see one right now?
Weinhold and Vinny back. And
This is
Vinny's
it.
been close a couple times this playoff season.
Here we go. I don't think you'll see anything tricky from Beloit. Here's McCree to kick it off. The snow is starting to come down heavily. It's a short kick by McCree. Noah Paquin falls down. Fumbled out of bounds by Weinhold.
Good play by Weinhold. He just kind of scooped it out of bounds.
22-yard line the Knights will start from.
The ball was close to going to the out of bounds. If it would have rolled out of bounds, Oak Creek would have the ball at the 35-yard line.
I don't know if that was an intentional kick.
I don't think he wanted to take a chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. First and 10 from the 22 of Beloit. Knights must go 78 yards in 4 minutes and 3 seconds with one timeout remaining.
Number 24 for Beloit is on crutches, ankle heavily wrapped. He will not be back in the game.
He hasn't been much of a factor though, now that Pearson has checked back into the game. Here we go. Baker to Knoll, right up the middle. John Knoll cuts it back, he's got a first down.
Look at that Oak Creek crowd. They are fired up.
The snow begins to fall harder.
And you got to wonder, if Oak Creek gets close, if they get maybe within the 15, 20-yard line, and they're forced to, will they try a field goal? Voltner was kicking very well during warm-ups. He was hitting them from about 30 yards.
Here we go, first and 10 from the 41. It's a gust of right up the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot get... you cannot get much more excitement here. Here we go, second and 7.
3 minutes left. Oak Creek needs to break out another 15, 20.
It's the pitch to Gus Notes. He's up the field, running hard across midfield, inside Beloit territory.
It is bedlam in the Oak Creek stands. I wish we were closer and could get you better shots of this.
Clock stops because of the first down. Knights have to hustle.
We're sitting right next to the Knight coaches, and I think the I think the drama is taking its toll. If we had blood pressure cuffs on him, oh.
2:48 and ticking. Knights must get a little hustle in their step. John Knoll at the middle. And this is going to bring up a second down.
Keep in mind the Knights only have one timeout left, so they have to get their plays off quickly.
One timeout left? Do we have one timeout?
One timeout remains.
Yeah, I double checked. We have one timeout.
Ball at the 40-yard line of Beloit. This drive started back on Oak Creek's 22. Baker must hurry and get these plays off. Here it is to Augusta Nowitz, still on his feet, fighting forward inside the 35.
They got to get this next play off quickly. It'll be a third down. Clock only stops momentarily while they move the change.
Third down and
first
2.
down.
Mumphrey brings in the play. They got to hurry. Under 2 minutes.
You've got to believe that Oak Creek has to end this game in regulation, because I
don't think I could handle overtime.
Yeah, I'm scared to think of what might happen if we go to overtime. 3rd and 1. Focus on the first down here, and no stop. Well, here we go.
Remember that Notre Dame game against Michigan? 4th and 1. Elvis Gerbach. They fake to the fullback. Desmond Howard, touchdown, wins the game.
I don't know.
I'm just thinking out loud.
It's a risky call. In the snow. Here we go.
1:10 left.
What a game. 4th and 1. It's John
They
Knoll.
got the first down. Oak Creek has
They
to
got to
get
hurry. Well, they will stop the clock to move the change, so they'll have a
We're going
chance
to get a
to
measurement
regroup.
anyway. This is good. The Knights are going to get...
It is definitely a first down.
Oak Creek is going to get a chance.
Move the chains.
Get their play called here.
The play is in.
Let's see. They got to get it quick. Baker's got to get his troops to the line.
Under a minute, 58 seconds.
Oak Creek has to keep in mind that they have the upper hand. They need to get some plays off.
42 seconds remain.
Besnick.
It's the Fumblerooski. Oh! Jake Spriggs to the outside. Open defender. Inside the 10.
And out of bounds, stopping the clock.
I called it earlier.
The Fumblerooski.
The Fumblerooski will come again. I think
Oh
that's the
my goodness.
second time this game they've run the play. I knew it would be coming one more time.
Jake Sprague.
He ran over.
All right, let's set the stage.
Keep
It's
in mind-
36 to 36. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, we got no picture on your screen. There you go.
36 to 36. There's 28 seconds left in the game. The ball is on the 3-yard line. Oak Creek has one timeout, and I really think I'm going to lose it.
They took the timeout right here.
I can't believe that the Fumblerooski.
Jason Augustinola is just hugging Coach Cook. Listen, I wish we could,
The crowd is going nuts. Beloit is absolutely stunned.
and you can see right now on your screen the score, the situation. This is
Beloit gave
pro
Oak Creek,
players dream of being in a situation like this.
Beloit gave Oak Creek no credit whatsoever. They had a pep rally in their hometown. No credit was given to the Knights of Oak Creek. Not once did they mention the actual team of Oak Creek. They thought Oak Creek was just a bump in the road. Well, Beloit faces a bump in the road right now. 1st and 3 from the goal line. Oh,
I only wish we were bringing this to everybody live, because by the time you watch this, obviously you know the score. I mean, who are we kidding here? It's Monday evening and you're watching the game with your friends and family, but this is just great.
here we go. No timeout. If they get stopped, gotta get to the line quick. And you know that's what Coach Cook told them on the sideline. Here we go. The snow is falling heavily now. Here it is. It's Jason Augustine. No, he stopped.
Stop, they gotta hurry.
Gotta get back to the line.
They have time. They gotta hurry.
Maybe
they're
spike the ball,
composed.
possibly.
Jason runs right back.
1st and goal. This is yes.
15 seconds.
Here we go. Baker's got to get the play off. Baker's got to call a hike.
10 seconds.
John Knoll. He's in for the touchdown. Oh, quick leads.
Shoot the crowd, Andy!
Andy.
Shoot the crowd! Shoot the crowd!
42 to 36.
Zoom in! Zoom in!
Beloit gave Oak Creek no credit, and here we are. 6 seconds away from a state foot.
This is the best football game I saw ever.
6 seconds remain. A bump in the road is what Beloit said. A bump in the road.
How you guys doing? You all right? You hanging in there?
Actually, I lost my mic there.
That's all right. At least
The crowd is just ecstatic.
I can't believe it. You know, they're going for 2.
If they go for 2, the game's over. If they convert this 2-point conversion, the game is over.
Baker fakes. He's got to get Snowitz.
Oh,
Baker,
nice.
please.
And Gus Nowitz is down. He really got popped by number 20 of Beloit, who made a great play.
He's up. He's just upset.
So it's a 6-point lead with 6 seconds
His night's
left.
over. His night is over. He's done his job.
Look at the snow, folks. You couldn't ask for better. Okay, now this is key. This is why the game is played to its entirety. 6 seconds remain.
Well, the game isn't over yet, but I'm so happy.
They didn't call me.
Oak Creek fans are crowding the fence, cheering for their team. The snow continues to spin as we get ready for the kickoff and what may well be the last play of the game.
Let's hope so. I expect Beloit to run out of bounds quickly. Voltner has got to keep the ball in the middle of the field. Here we go. This is it. Voltner's kick. It's a squib kick. Once it touches the player, it touched him. He's down immediately.
Okay.
Took 1 second off the clock.
So it's not over, but it's looking very bad for the Beloit Knights. The Oak Creek Knights just need 1 stop and the game is
For the
over.
Knights, you send at least 4 defensive back.
I was going to say, send them back about 20 yards.
They should have guys at the 30.
Just, here it is.
The Oak Creek bench, everybody kneeling, holding hands.
This is it, folks. Who would have thought?
Here we go. Last play of the game.
5 seconds. This is it.
They line up with 4 wideouts. Look for a Hail Mary. 3
There it
wideouts.
is. Back to pass. Here comes Astro. Flushed out. Lets it hang deep.
No,
It's incomplete. The game's over.
the game is over.
State championship. The Oak Creek Knights are going to the state championship. Oh, what a season. Oh, what a season. I don't believe it.
They're going to the state championship.
Camp Randall, we will be there.
Fans streaming off the field. All I have to say is,
This is it.
I'm glad I'm here.
This is
I was
incredible.
glad I was here.
This is incredible.
You can barely see now. The fans are on the field surrounding the Oak Creek Knights. It's a dream season, undefeated, given almost no respect the entire season. And here they are going to Camp Randall next week for the
Ladies and
state
gentlemen,
championship.
We'll let you.
You know what? You guys are seniors. We're going to go to state. We'll let the chips fall where they may next week. But
Ladies and
10,
gentlemen,
15, 20 years from now, I'll feel really good when I can say, I was here.
ladies and gentlemen, we'll end tonight's broadcast. The Oak Creek Knights defeat the Beloit Knights 42-36. We'll let you take in this picture for a couple minutes.
Thank you very much for tuning in. We will be bringing you the
game
state
next
game
week.
in Madison. Hats off to the Beloit Knights.
For Scott Holler, or for Tom Stock and Scott Kozinski, I'm Scott Holler. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a good evening.
America, stay here forever.
One more! Go get the trophy, okay, guys, come out here. We got trophies. Take a knee,
Congratulations. Great game. Be careful with the medals. I don't want to spill over everybody. Here's your plaque.
Nice game, guys. Nice game.
Get up, Jake. Jake, get it up.
Come on here, take it easy.
Real nice hand, baby. Come on, baby. I told you. Believe in the system. We'll get there.
Hey, listen up, guys. Listen up. I didn't win this. You didn't win this. We all won this one for Suey.
That's how you do it.
I tell you what. I told you from the beginning of the year there was something special about this team. No matter what would happen, did I not say somehow, some way, we would come out ahead always? Yeah. Because you guys got something special, and we know what it is. We know what it is.
We're going to state.
And that ain't it. That ain't it. Guys, there's something I tell you what. Hey, thanks, Suey. Thank God for this victory. Thank God for this victory. You guys are great. People have said you overrated, you didn't play anybody. I'll tell you what, that was a great team. That was a great team. You guys beat a great team. I'll tell you what, we're going to be another great team next Friday.
Get a breakdown.
Break down, guys.
Breakdown.